Good evening, everyone, and welcome to bBIG Live and our presentation of Tabor Academy Seawolves Boys Lacrosse this evening. I'm Paul McNamara. Colin Barkan is alongside, producing from right around midfield here on the Duffy Turf Field on campus. And tonight, the Seawolves welcome in an out-of-state opponent, St. Paul VI High School from Chantilly, Virginia. Gavin Gilmore, one of the four captains for Paul VI. That's up the near sideline to John Henry Schroeder. And a shot to save made there down low by Ian Nichols. Goes behind and they work it back and forth. Salit with the feed and a shot and a goal by Dylan Franzen. Franzen from Salit, and it's 1-0 Seawolves. That's going to come at 3:22 of the opening quarter of play. You'll see it again. Good ball movement. Salit to Franzen, who makes no mistake with that strong left-hand forehand shot. Comes up the near side for Colton Sorois. Sorois down low and a shot and a goal. I believe the shot was taken by number 6, Heath Holland. And we'll see they work it into the middle. There's Holland down low, backhander. And he's able to find the twine to tie the game. 1-1. Off the face-off, controlled by Tabor, and now turnover. Good defense there. Ball comes up to Holland again, who's the goal scorer. Holland turns the corner. Holland is in, shot and a goal. Heath Holland, the junior attackman who is committed to High Point University, makes it 2-1, Paul VI. Out of play, it'll be Tabor ball. O'Neill throws it up the far sidelines for Cavey. Leo Cavey with a little bit of an ISO. Cuts in the middle, up fake. Cavey leans, fires and scores! Leo Cavey ties it at 2. .757 of the opening quarter. So back and forth we go. Tabor went on top 1-0. Over to Cavey. Cavey trying to make a move. Gets inside. Has it checked out of his stick, but recovers. Gets it up top to McNamara. Loads up and scores. Cavey knocked down. He's a little bit dinged up over there. Take a look at Leo. Made a nice pass to Colton McNamara. Here we'll see it again as Cavey goes down just at the end of that pass, but McNamara let it fly and puts Tabor on top 3-2 with 2:07 to go in the first quarter. Talaferro on the gallop, 9 seconds to go. Talaferro off to the left, and now shot and a goal. His third of the quarter, Heath Holland. Holland with a nice pass. Not sure whom that came from, but we'll check it on the replay. Might have been Sorois. Bit of a fast break. They go to the left side, and they get it to Holland, and he just finds an opening down low and ties it at 3 with 2.7 seconds to go. This is Salit coming around, trying to turn the corner. Feeds it to Bork. Righty shot, and a good save there by Pinto. Rebound on the turf, on the corner, shut off, forced behind. They work it in front for a shot and a score. And guess who? Heath Holland, he has 4. Here it is again as they are patient behind. And Holland works his way in, and a little bit of a screen set up there too. That comes with 9:32 to go until halftime. We'll settle and wait for teammates. Manny Fernandez. No pressure here. Now we'll work it to the right and go behind to O'Neill. O'Neill across for Salit. Into Franzen, shot and a goal. Great work by the three attackmen. And Franzen has his second from Salit. Exactly how he had his first. So quickly, they tie it up. "31 seconds after the Paul VI goal. Corkill, a junior, is committed to Johns Hopkins. There's a stick in the face that's not called, and a shot and a goal. Colton McNamara with his second from Fernandez. Fernandez was impeded up high. We got a timeout by Paul VI. So with 7:55 to go until halftime, it is Tabor 5, St. Paul VI of Chantilly, Virginia 4. Would not be a surprise if he went to Richmond. Walters showed shot, gets it to McNamara, shot and a goal. Colton McNamara with his hat trick from Walters. Here you see them move it around, and Walters looked to shoot, instead gave it back to McNamara, who whipped it home. 7:03 to go until halftime, and it's 6-4 Tabor. Toss in now. Gilmore started towards the goal, and Gooden with a nice defense there, but the rebound fell loose right in front of Braden Galeta, who put it home. Galeta with a man-up goal, and it's 6-5. Guyette at the dot with yet another, Gilmore took that face off, and now the pass is intercepted by Gilmore. Bit of a fast break. They work it across and shot by the long pole there, and that is Christopher Rothenberger. Out there on the face-off team, gets the benefit of an opportunity to score and does not miss. Rothenberger, I believe, from Soroy. And we're tied up again. Goes behind to Salit at X. Salit funnels in, looking for Franzen. It's deflected by a defender's stick. And nice ground ball picked up by Cavey. Up top to O'Neill, fires and scores! Landon O'Neill is on the board. And Tabor leads it 7-6. Not sure if the lacrosse gods would issue an assist there, but a bBIG Live assist to Leo Cavey. They look over their shoulder now for the, Gilmore took a look at the clock. Holland feeds Gilmore, the jump shot and a goal. Gilmore from Holland, and we're tied up at 7. Just the way they drew it up in the timeout. 16.5 to go until halftime, 7-all. Or if you're a soft drink guy, 7-Up. Change that to 9.0, I believe, 9.9. 9.0. My grade point over 3 years. Over 6 years probably. O'Neill. Franzen underneath looking for Salit, and it bounces away, and time's going to run out in the second quarter, but a very entertaining first half of lacrosse, folks. Salit to Landon O'Neill. A little bit different look on the offensive spread here. O'Neill with the dodge. Nice backdoor feed, and it is put home by Dylan Franzen, who now has 3. Beautiful pass by Landon O'Neill, and Franzen uncovered at that far post. Yeah, you see him calling for it, and Landon O'Neill didn't miss him. And it's 8-7 Seawolves. Goes to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looks, funnels it behind for Salit. Salit trying to lean in, gets it to O'Neill. O'Neill into the middle. Peter Bork trying to screen in the middle. Pass in front, and a beautiful turnaround score. Garrett Salit from Landon O'Neill. Watch this play as Salit's going to come from your left, and O'Neill with a perfect pass, and Salit does almost a 360 and able to put it home to make it 9-7. Now out up top is Galeta. Galeta back the other way to Schroeder, loads up and scores. Schroeder from Galeta, and it's 9-8. Schroeder's going to come to the middle, feed Galeta over there, who gets that strong. Galeta feeds Schroeder, rather. And now they get it to O'Neill. O'Neill to McNamara off his stick. And scooping it up there is Chasteen. Zach Chasteen trying to run away from Peter Bork. Chasteen shot and a goal. The long pole takes it about 60 yards and scores. There's Chasteen, and actually put a little bit of a head fake on that one, or shoulder fake. Moved his shoulder left and shot it right. 1:24 to go in the third, and guess what, folks? We're tied up again. Work it near side. O'Neill behind a Cavey to Salit, back to Cavey. Cavey looks.
Even.
Paul the sixth back to full strength and blindsiding. Walters there was the man filling the role, Talaferro. From the left side of your screen, clock legally from the front. He got around to the front. So even strength now. Cavey behind for Salit. In front to McNamara, who shuffles it home. McNamara from Salit. Even strength goal. And it's 10-9 Seawolves. That comes 47 seconds into the fourth quarter. Back at Tabor, we're underway, and out of the timeout, Paul the sixth had possession, but they turn it over. Hildebrandt on the sprint. Hildebrandt to O'Neill, shot and a goal! Landon O'Neill from Henry Hildebrandt. Here's the turnover. The feed up to Hildebrandt on the go, right down the hash marks. O'Neill hardly waited, measured, fired, scored. 11-9. Trying to work on Zapil. Trying to dodge. Shut off on the corner, but does get into the crease and scores. Colton Soroy cuts the lead to 1 on a beautiful individual effort. With 2:49 to go, they're within 1. Here's Soroy, ducks under, and forces Alger to make the move, and is able to find an opening. All right, crunch time, folks. 46.1 on the game clock. It's Tabor possession. Cavey's going to bring it out of the corner. He's going to be double teamed, of course. Trying to duck away, and now the ball comes loose. But Leo has a chance to get it and picks it up. Cavey now single covered, and a nice wraparound stick check there by Shearer. And the Panthers have a shot. Ball is loose in the middle, and it's scooped up. And they're trying to get it wide here. 17 seconds to go. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Still loose. Hildebrandt now flings it downfield. Goalie Pinto all the way out, and that's offside. That's offside. They got to call, and it is waved off. They got to wave the goal off as Pinto, the goalie, took it over the line. And what a heartbreaker there with 5.9 to go, but that was clearly, I think Pinto thought he was shy of the line and tried to make the pass. Unfortunately, the defense, and Hildebrand whips it downfield now. And crazy last minute. And Paul VI will fire it downfield on goal, but right into the stick of Grady Alger. And time runs out on Paul VI. Terrific game, but they come up just one goal shy. And it's a big win for Tabor to push the record to 5-3 with league games upcoming. They go on the road after this one. They'll travel to Milton on Wednesday and then at BB&N on Saturday. And they're back here next Wednesday, April 30th, for a big ISL matchup against St. Sebastian's, one of the top teams in the league. So for my partner today, Colin Barkin, for Mark Igo, Jeff Lane, and everybody at bBIG Live and always on Media Group, I'm Paul McNamara. The final score in a great lacrosse game today, Tabor 11, St. Paul the 6th from Virginia 10. Thanks for being with us, everyone. Have a great night and a great week ahead, and we hope to see you soon on bBIG Live.